Welcome back everyone to another video, and today's topic is going to be Ethereum Classic. Now, before going into the details, want to point out one thing that I have noticed so far, which is basically after this bearish trend or bear market has finished on the, can't call it really a bear market, but bear trend has finished. We had a full scale breakout, and since basically the April 2025, we've been seeing a similar pattern forming on the ETC coin, which means we had a breakout from the EMAs, then of course, wait, let me get the brush, the breakout structure. So we had the first breakout, then choppy moment, of course, the CME gap gave a confirmation, another one, and then a full scale breakout with breakout structure in this zone. Now, second thing we had, of course, then another correction movement. Price went once again below the EMAs, then formed a fake out here, which would be, this would be the buy entry for us if we would be returning back here, but we didn't. So we had still this like a downside pressure. Then eventually we had the breakout. So we had the breakout here. Let's zoom in quickly. The breakout moment, breakout structure, and entries basically right there. So you can even, let me extend it like this. So again, another movement to upper zones, then a correction movement, and since basically this time we had, of course, a good entry here. So breakout structure and break from the EMAs, but then price basically being pretty choppy while still maintaining the area close to the EMAs. So what's currently most logical movement is most likely again another breakout structure, which would open for us a potential movement to at least this bullish CMA gap, which is here. So 13% of market price movement at least, with stop loss being in the 8% ratio. Now if we zoom out, what we see is this huge zone here, or let's call it a Black Friday day, basically starting on the Sunday through the Monday. So a huge CME gap zone, I would assume. Yep, huge CME gap area, and of course this is going to be the major target for us on the 4-hour time frame. So going to let it sit like this, going to extend it slightly, and in this case second target, the major target, let's call it now, is 22% away from current market price. Now, before finishing the video, going to talk about the perfect entry as well, which is of course this breakout structure area. So we see a nice curved trend forming here. So we had the downside pressure, then slowly buyers overtook the areas, and now we see that price is going for a potential explosive movement. So let's get this one here. This is the local high zone in combined with the potential breakout structure zone on the 30-minute time frame. So ideally this whole zone has to be secured in order to see a further movement to the upper zones. Now all this is just a technical analysis, but let's talk about more realistic things. Now, Ethereum is the next stage for an upcoming bull run that everyone is expecting. Now, Bitcoin had a push. It's time for Ethereum to have all the liquidity flow in, and if Ethereum will have this momentum, which it will, because just if you've been following us for some time, you know that Ethereum will go for all-time high, new one most likely 5k, 5555 is our target as of now. Did I say it right? 5555, yeah, $5,555. So that being said, if price will go for another all-time high, Ethereum Classic will easily go for this 21% of market price movement. And risk and reward ratio in this case is like 1 to 3. So that being said, a really good momentum is forming here on the Ethereum Classic, and we are going to enter into a long position. We just have to wait a little bit more for this break of structure area to be broken and secured fully by the buyers. So anyways, that's it for today. Once again, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, feel free to like and leave a comment, and see you in the next one.